there are no controlled substances allowed at the happiest place on earth? Oh, sure. Occasionally you hear about a grad night, a bunch of kids dropping acid and going on the Haunted Mansion and freaking out. A lot of them would fill up those Davy Crockett water bottles with Everclear or take ecstasy. And the security guards would find them in the bushes over by Bear Country by following the trail of discarded underwear. But I soon found out a lot of employees would partake of certain recreational substances, like the time Winnie the Pooh took mushrooms and went on a trip. Literally. He tripped to the top of the stairs by the train station and rolled all the way down Main Street laughing the whole way. But I never did anything like that. All right, once. But it doesn't count because it wasn't really on purpose. All right, it was a couple months after the luau. Tammy and I become friends. It was her birthday. She said she had a surprise for us. So before the Alice unit went out in the first set, she offered me a homemade brownie that Jason had brought in for her. He said he got the recipe from somebody named Chef Raw, something called Kick 'em in the Head Fudge and Hash Brownies. I didn't even know he baked. They're good. The whole Alice unit had some. It wasn't until about 15 minutes into the first set that I started to feel really funky. I couldn't stop laughing. I went over to the rabbit. Do you feel funny, bunny? You don't think there was something in those brownies, do you? The girl inside the costume just kept saying hash and giggling. Don't talk in costume. So I figured I'd go over and ask Alice. What? Now, Tammy was standing by the wishing well, staring down into it and listening to When You Wish Upon a Star. Hey, Blue, what was in those brownies? Oh, hash, silly. Now make a wish. Oh, right, hash. Oh, my goodness. She handed me a penny, and I made a wish. Now, I believed in wishes, so I wished that we wouldn't get caught. What did you wish for? Well, I better not tell you, otherwise it might not come true. Oh, come on, isn't there something you really, really want? What I actually said was, I just want to be Peter Pan. You make a cute pizza. Is that why you're working here? I guess I just don't want to grow up. Neither do I. Come on, get the rabbit and follow me. This will be fun. Where are we going? To Wonderland. She took me and the white rabbit by the hands and we went on the Alice in Wonderland attraction. Now, she said that she got the approval from the Ice Princess herself. Yeah, she had the seniority. It was a special occasion. I wasn't worried. Besides, it was Jimmy's day off. But still, what if? And that was when the paranoia kicked in. Do yourself a favor, kids. Don't do drugs at Disneyland. A mind is a terrible thing when it's wasted. We jumped on the back of a purple caterpillar. Tammy was sitting right next to me, and the white rabbit was right behind us. She looked like a little girl going on the ride for the first time. But then we got into the dark ride with the black lights and psychedelic colors. I had forgotten how freaky the story was. Tulgey Wood was really bad. I kept expecting to see the Jabberwocky pounded us, and the part where the Queen flips out was really intense. The rabbit nearly wet herself. But then we got into the dream sequence with the caterpillar and the smoke rings and the Cheshire Cat. Tammy reached over and held my hand. At the end, when the unbirthday cake exploded, she leaned over and kissed me on the cheek. The ride through Wonderland seemed to last forever, but I looked at my watch and only a couple of minutes had passed. We exited the ride and went backstage without an incident. Now, the rest of the day was a blur, but every time she caught my eye after that, she gave me a little wink.